Assalamualaikum and a very good day to everyone. Today I'll be talking about the development of blind spot system for truck, which it will be my PSM title, and it will be presented by me, Mohamad Tajudin bin Rukunuthin, and my supervisor is TS Mohamad Zakaria bin Mohamad Nasir. So, first let's talk about the overall introduction. What is a blind spot system for a truck? So, in order to understand this title, we need to first to understand the problem. So with that being said, let's talk about the problem statement. What are the problem statement can be boiled down to three huge problems, which is what are the improvement that can be made for the blind spot of a truck, how can turning radius be addressed, and the third is, because truck has a high chance to get into accident, what are we going to do to address this issue? And just for an overview, we need to understand that truck has a huge blind spot, and this become a big issue when it's paired with mixture of vehicle on the road, thus creating accident. So before we take a step forward, we need to understand truck design flaws. First of all, we need to understand that truck has a huge blind spot as shown in figure 1. All the highlighted places are the place where the truck driver couldn't really see, and that is what we call a blind spot. And when a car is in that position, the truck driver can't make an informed decision on taking the next course of action. So this is the issue. And the next one is the truck turning radius. Okay, what is the truck turning radius? Truck turning radius is when a truck is going to make a U-turn or make a turn. This is because truck needs a huge turning radius. So when a car or vehicle is in it is beside the truck turning radius, it becomes an issue. And this is much more worse when the vehicle doesn't know that truck has a huge turning radius. Okay, so let's talk about the research objective for this PSM. First is to create a device which could reduce lorry/truck blind spot, creating a design which could be optimized, and the third is to develop an electronic and control system for the entire truck system. And the scope of research. The scope of research is to find out the root cause of the truck accident on the street, to create a device to reduce the blind spot on the truck, to create a prototype, and then to test and analyze the range of electronic system and the sensor. And the fourth, a warning will be displayed when a vehicle enters the blind spot area, and then comparing expected result and the actual result, and then identify if all the problem has been addressed. So then we're going to talk about the literature review. So first of all, as we all know, the transportation in Malaysia has been steadily increasing. In the year 2020, there's 32 millions of vehicles around Malaysia, and this becomes a problem when this all mixture of vehicle is in one road. And as we know, the lorry or the truck has the huge blind spot, and this can create an accident between any of this vehicle. As we can see, in 2020 alone, there has been 100k thousand of increase in lorry that has been registered. So, as we know it, fatal accident caused by truck is actually happening. In 2016 alone, there has been 1,207 of fatal accident that has been caused by trucks. And this is fatal accident and not just normal accident. So if normal accident is combined with the fatal accident, there will be a lot more of truck getting into accidents. And plus, since more and more vehicle is being registered, so this create a mixture of vehicle in the road, thus creating an issue to the trucks. So let's take a step back and see what are the microprocessor that is gonna be used in this project. First, I'll be using Arduino Mega and then Raspberry Pi 3. Why Arduino Mega? Because this project is being continued from my senior, so I need to use Arduino Mega as the forefront and create my own improvement. Now let's talk about the designing method. The designing method that has been used is three of the designing method. One is house of quality, then product design specification, then part selection method. So how this goes is by first we identify what is the most important aspect using the house of quality. Then we take that take that to find out what are the things that really needed using the product design specification and come up with a solution using part selection method. So now let's see the detailed part selection metrics. Okay, first of all, as we can see, a part selection matrix is 6 by 6 of designs, and all in microprocessor section itself, there's Raspberry Pi, Arduino Maker, or both. And then we have cameras, ultrasonic sensors, and infrared sensors. And then the sensor casing, there's three designs. And we can mix and match to find the best designs of this all three, all aspect of this. So the best design is simple. There will be four design on the head of the trucks and two design behind of the trucks and two cameras in between of the truck. Okay, and there will be two microprocessor where the four sensor in front is controlled by Arduino Mega and the camera and the back sensor is controlled by Raspberry Pi. Why is this, you might ask? It's simple. Because Arduino doesn't has the capability to run two cameras at the same time. So we need to use Raspberry Pi in order for to use the both camera to create a to detect the blind spot sensors, to detect blind spot of other vehicle when the truck is gonna turn. So how this work is simple. All the ultrasonic sensors will sense the vehicle in the blind spot respectively, and the camera only opens when the signal is open. So if the truck is going to go left, the camera for the left side will trigger and it will be displayed in the display. And this will ensure that the truck is aware of where the vehicle is relative to them. So now let's talk about the flowchart. As we can see at PSM 1, first we started and gathered the information and idea. Then I did the literature review and determined the house of quality and PDS. And then I identified the component and I already started developing Arduino and Raspberry Pi softwares. And then I already started designing the electric and electronic system. So now let's take a look at our Gantt chart. My Gantt chart shows that I've been doing this consistently at title selection, introduction, and creating background problem statement, literature review, method selection, project flowchart, PDS, sketching ideas, material selection, and report preparation, submission full report PSM, and mock presentation and presentation PSM1. And that's all for me. Thank you.